Always is better when you're learning with a teacher, because if you make a mistake, someone corrects you. I found really useful being in this classroom, my time spent with you, and my mistakes are corrected, pronunciation is improving. But also I found very useful mobile app using at home. Because it helped me with everyday life, like buying tickets, interacting with my friends. So with the app, I am developing global skills in a fun way, because it's very interesting application.
I love this cutting-edge technology. This app is very interactive, and you can learn this app English at any time, anywhere. And I like they have combined speaking, listening, reading, and even the grammar. You can structure the whole sentence. I thought that was fantastic.
From my personal opinion, there are many things interesting in this application. For the internet application and the mobile application. But for me, the drag-drop, using the drag-drop functions and listen the different sentence, how to pronounce, is really important for people that are trying to learn English. The most important for me is the Pocket mobile application, because you can practice every time. Most of them, if you have arranged some interview, for sure you can practice the night before, and you will do much better the next day.
It's very convenient for me, because we can cut up my time into some small place, and for several minutes I can learn a course, and it's very useful for me.
Most interesting for me is the function of recording, because when I practice or when I answer my question to problem, I can record my answers, and after that I can replay my answer, and I know what's the problem with my pronunciation, so I can improve my pronunciation. So I think it's very useful for me.
This program and these questions are the same as the real interview. I have a good experience in real interview, and I never surprised with questions, because I practiced in the class with my teacher, and they're all the same. It was very useful.
I really see Worldwide English as another useful resource in the teacher toolkit, if you like, for teaching students English. I think the activities that we went through today really engaged the students. They were interactive. They could work together in groups, but also we were obviously doing some teacher-led activities as well. Obviously, the group of students I've been working with are very computer literate. However, I can see if you're working with students, as I've done in the past, who haven't had such a great experience with computers, using Worldwide English, which is obviously very interactive, very useful for their learning, but the byproduct of that is that they can also extend and develop their computer skills. So that's also useful. And one of the great things is that it's very user-friendly. So you don't need to be a technological expert, either as a teacher or a student, to get the most out of Worldwide English. Using it in the classroom, I can see it's another very useful resource. As I did in my lesson today, I obviously had some teacher-made resources, but I blended that with the online resource. So these students need a lot of practice with listening, and that's why I created a resource which meant that they really had to listen carefully to what was on the Worldwide English program. So I think it's a great idea if you can use that interactive ability of the program, but also add that to other resources that you might be using. Again, as you saw at the end of the lesson, I gave the students a follow-up activity to do. The beauty of that, as I emphasise, is that they could do that at home online, screenshot, email it to me so they get feedback. It's obviously following up totally what we're doing in the classroom, so it's very directed for them in their self-study at home. For example, a lot of these students want to and need to work on their pronunciation. They're always asking me, what resources can I use for pronunciation? And in these activities, there's a host of pronunciation practice activities and ways to extend them in that area.